guys, welcome back to Cadence RC. Hey, so we're working on getting some other stuff going as far as racing here. We're gonna have obviously with Southern Idaho Roadrunners as winter comes in. We're looking at doing some stuff with Mini Z and 1RC is something that has been kind of talked about, and then another friend is looking at doing a series on another day, evening series, running 1RC and NASCAR and low-C NASCAR. So I ordered my 1RC, and I've never even seen one of these things. So I went ahead and ordered the Asphalt late model. You know, I've seen pictures of these things and videos of them working. I basically know nothing about these cars, so I'm going to do an unboxing video, and this is going to be pretty legit because I have no idea what this thing looks like. I don't know if these are assembled. I know nothing about these cars. So anyway, let's you know, it's funny, my last video I did the little kind of unboxing, and I showed myself shaking the box because I couldn't get the thing out of the box, so it was kind of fake because I had actually opened the box, and I'm sure that's pretty common. You know, it just occurs to me. So just to kind of show you, I don't know if you've seen these boxes. So there's a picture of the late model. I believe I ordered this in a clear body, so I can do my own graphics on it. But yeah, so there's the front. This side's just nothing, warning labels. This other side talks about building your own track. Looks like 1RC maybe offers some components for building tracks. And then the back here, it talks about front suspension, realistic looking A-arm style front suspension with adjustable spring platform and adjustable caster. That's interesting. So they're going a little bit farther in on some adjustments that like that TTO2, you can basically adjust nothing on that thing. Chassis, tubular style chassis, that's something that I've seen, and it was kind of weird. They look, from what I've seen, they look very realistic. Rear suspension, says realistic looking rear axle assembly, complete with high impact plastic radius rods. I don't even know what that really means. Panhard bar and adjustable coilover friction shocks. So really basic suspension, tires and wheels. And then this says that it does come with electronics. It says an AF HDS transmitter and receiver along with standalone ESC and servo. So there's kind of what they got going on the back. And then this thing on the top here says everything you need is included. Late model car, 18 scale, ball bearings, 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, ESC and servo, brushless motor, rechargeable battery. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize these come with a battery. Battery charger, AA batteries for the transmitter. So everything. Manuals and stickers. Some basic tools, it looks like, even come in this kit. 1RC, I don't know if they're still running the sale, but they did have a sale, pretty good sale, about $60 off on these. I think this retails for about $280. It was on sale for $210. I think is what they were right now. And then this says, yes, it says 1RC 18 Asphalt late model, clear, ready to run. Bottom side is just their logo, upside down. Well, let's see if we can get into this box. Yeah, like I say, my last video, I'm sitting there trying to open this thing, open that low-C NASCAR, and it literally would not come out of the box at all. So far, this is looking much more promising. So that's cool. Yeah, so we got the manual. Looks like a couple of stickers for doing the graphics. So you got your stickers to make it look like a real race car, and then all their 1RC stickers. So that'll be fun to be able to dress it up. I kind of like doing my little graphics package and then integrate the graphics that they do with it, so that you get kind of the combination of the two. Because I do like to do my I think I know in the last video I showed my TTO2 that's done up with the number 53 graphics, and which is so much fun to do. So it looks like, there we go, we're inside. It looks like the body's kind of loose in here. There was a piece of foam on the top. Oh no, it's not loose. It's actually held down. Wow, is the body actually held on with screws? Yeah, so the body is actually held down with screws. I'm gonna have to grab the camera to kind of show this stuff because I had to set you guys a little bit farther away from me than I would like. But gosh, it's really light. It's really beautiful. It's bigger than I guess I expected it to be. Even though I've seen videos, it actually is bigger than. Yeah, like I say, bigger than I expected it to be. I always wonder where the microphone is on this camera. Sorry, I'm wiggling you around there. But yeah, so there's the little car. Little driver, yeah, that's really interesting. Very cool in there. It'll be interesting to figure out how to go about painting this thing and get it all dressed up. The little tires are Hoosier. I'm assuming they're probably, Hoosier, like they've got some sort of sponsorship deal or partnership with Hoosier to do that. So that's actually really cool to see. I actually had no idea. That little chassis is, yeah, really, really cool. Look how tiny the motor is. So here's my finger. Let's make sure I'm actually recording. Oh, we're already up to 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I've kind of finally figured out this camera likes to pause after 10 minutes. So that's all it records in one setting. Oh, these tires actually have a little bit of tread to them. That's interesting. And then, oh good, there's space on the ESC to be able to plug in the transponder. So I've got a couple of transponders on the way, and so I'll actually have a few transponders for these smaller scale cars here when all is said and done. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at the little servo. You can see it through. Let's see if I can get this at an angle where you're not getting all reflection. So yeah, you can actually see that little servo through there. Man, that stuff is tiny. But yeah, that car. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm a reasonably big guy. But that's in my hands. I wear an extra large glove most of the time. But so that car is actually pretty big. So let's see what else is in here. Try and find my way in. I'm sure this is going to be just the radio and tools because I did not see the tools yet. Oh, let's see if I can get you back in here. I'm going to set that down for just a second and pull stuff out of the box. And the cars are super cool. I can't wait to run these things. The suspension's really soft. It'll be fun to see how they set up. When I was doing my my TT02, trying to figure out some of the basics on that, I just did the out of the box setup, which was really, really poor for our surface that we're running on. So we do have a little radio. We've got the binding system and an antenna. I hope I don't need an antenna hanging out of the top of this thing. So we do have the little charger. I was actually just checking to see if I had adapters for using my real charger with those little connectors, and it turns out I do, so that'll be nice. I've got a little Dean's adapter to go into my system, and then this obviously is going to be the battery, so there's just one more little box. And oh, we got a spare set of tires, it looks like. And oh, interesting. So there, yeah, no batteries. Let's see. Oh, is the battery in it? So anyway, so it looks like here we've got a spare set of tires. Looks like maybe a wheel wrench or something, some basic little spares, some C-clips, interesting little clips, probably stuff for holding onto that body. Batteries for the transmitter. Here's the transmitter itself, FSGT2. So this is a FlySky. I use a GT5, so this should be relatively familiar for me. I'm hoping, I wonder if I can bind my GT5 to this, to the receivers for this. That would be really, really handy. Simple enough, I think what these guys offer so far has been pretty good. Rubber wheel instead of foam, that seems super uncomfortable. So yeah, definitely would be nice if I could use my receivers or attach that receiver to my radio. And I'm assuming then, I'm just trying to see what I can see inside of this package. I see the motor. I see the, oh yeah, okay. So there's actually a little Allen key right there. We got a connection coming out of this little box. So there's actually an on-off switch. There's a little battery cover, and there's your little battery. So it's sweet. So that's cool. I'll probably buy the batteries for these things are like $11 for the ProTax. So I don't see any reason not to go ahead and buy good batteries for this, so that it's going to run as well as it can. Anyway, you know, that's fun. This first unboxing, really fun to get to see this little thing. So there's a little close up of more of what's going on with that servo system. Little exhaust headers sticking out off a fake little motor. It looks like I love these kinds of details. Yeah, so yeah, next video on this thing we'll do running it and paint, and maybe I'll talk to you guys a little bit about my process for doing my graphics on these cars. So anyway, hey, I don't know if I ever said welcome back to Cadence RC, so in case I missed it, welcome back to Cadence RC, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. And you know, I've been thinking about something that I want to talk about on my videos, and that is, because it's something that just comes up all the time for those of us that are racers, and that is marshals don't crash cars. Remember that. So anyway, marshals don't crash cars. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and yeah, thanks for watching.